Hello people, you're welcome back to the channel. It is your one and only Lady Jackson bringing you this particular update on the bbnaija All-Star season as a day hot. And at this point, I keep reminding myself, okay, baby girl, each day will be different, it will be better, but these housemates are so chaotic that you cannot even control them. They don't even have control over their emotions. At the moment, we had a scene where some housemates are rather ganging up against Uriel. In fact, Mercy Eke has said she's going to burn her down according to her words. And I'm going to get into the details of that. And then, getting close to the waiter task preparation, the housemates are rehearsing, and then boom, Pere and Venita clashed dirty over who gets to control the scene as a producer, and it's a lot. Of course, if you're new to my channel, make sure you watch this video till the end, of course. And also, if you're an old subscriber, but don't forget to subscribe and share comments down below, and also share this video. Let's get right into it. So first off, I'm just going to start with the Uriel matter. Uriel in the last few days has been very unstable. She, like I said in my previous video, she's been all up in her head that she's overthinking things, even things that other housemates are not necessarily saying. She's thinking and saying them, and it's making her becoming worse of herself instead of her being a favorite at this point. And then, seeing that she had complained about WhiteMoney during the first week, WhiteMoney seemingly adjusted and tried to be friends with her, and they were going smoothly. And then just recently, after Ike became the head of house, they had to contribute to get things for the house. And after talking about the housemates being selfish to be bringing little portions for getting what they need to get, and then those housemates who bring little portions end up eating more than others, has been a problem. So according to what WhiteMoney was telling Mercy Eke and Venita, he said that right now Uriel is actually pissing him off, and he's done it with anything that pertains to her. He would not talk about it so he doesn't cause them to have a bitter exchange. And what was the matter? Now, Uriel went to carry meat from the fridge, and she literally, according to them, she carries any and everything to cook and enjoy herself, and it is now eating into the supplies of other housemates, all because she's trying to form what do you call it, fit fam, right? She used most of her money to buy things that are for people who are eating healthy per se, but then she goes on to carry things that other housemates bought, and she would cook and eat, and when they talk to her, she doesn't even react well to it. So of course, WhiteMoney was complaining that he had told her when he noticed that she was carrying some meat to cook, and he knew that somebody like Ike and every other housemate might complain about it. He was not telling Uriel, it's better if you take this thing upstairs, and just cook it so that nobody would notice and complain. She just went all out on him, insulting him. Now, according to him, she insulted him, and he was so shocked that even Ike that was there was like, WhiteMoney is trying to side you. Why are you blasting him like that? And it's something that WhiteMoney went around telling all the housemates, a lot of the housemates, not all per se. And of course, Mercy Eke is someone who really doesn't vibe with Uriel, and she just kept blabbing about how she's ready for Uriel this time, that she saw her from upstairs, how she'd be carrying any and everything and be cooking. But when she was one of the BFFs last week or 2 weeks ago, she was enjoying herself upstairs. She would still come down and eat what they have and all that. She's not the queen of the kitchen, so she needs to mind herself the way she's doing things. And I'm like, now Mercy Eke even went to the point of saying that, you know what, let her try me, let her try that nonsense again, I'm going to burn her to the ground. I'm like, whoa, what is happening? These housemates are really chaotic. And talking about chaotic, there is even more drama. Now, y'all know that the wager task presentation is one of the times that the housemates get to prepare for the whole week, just to, present whatever task they were given on a Friday, and it will help them secure they're feeding groceries and everything for the next week. But it seems like these housemates have chosen that each wager tax preparation is going to be a time for trouble, fights, and chaos. So it seems that at the moment, Pere and Venita have had a bitter exchange, which is pointing out the point that this housemate might fail or, waste their wager task and get to be punished for it, of course, via food and other things. So Pere and Angel are like the top producers of this wager task, which is termed Nollywood, right? And then people like Alex and Venita are like sub producers, scene controllers, and other things. And then we saw where just after dinner, the housemates gathered in the lounge to start preparing. They had gotten the costumes, everybody was dressing and everything. And, what's his name? Kidwire was to act a remembrance memory of a young prince who is now a king, and that is Frodd. Frodd is the king, and Kidwire is like the prince, and they were going to do a flashback with him. So they needed to prepare him in a princely costume with a red hat. And then here was Venita, who was done with the previous scene, and she needed to transfer the cap, the red cap, to Kidwire, and that particular scene was to be controlled by both Angel and Pere. And seeing that Pere was telling Venita, bring the cap, let us put on this guy so that we can kick off, and she was delaying and saying, oh no, you guys should just do like that. Pere literally got pissed and started shouting at her, bring that cap and put on this guy now. I am warning you. I've told you, bring that cap and do it now. Don't make me angry. I'm like, hey? Like literally, Pere comes off as a very controlling person. We've known this for some time now, and it's not new to us, right? And that struck Venita on a different chord that was rather very insulting, and which led her to start calling him a tyrant. She also said some words back and then walked out and went to the dressing room and said she was done with this nonsense. We saw where I think there was Alex, there was one other guy, I think Ike, and then Adekunle, who came in. I was telling her that she should forget about it, she should come. Of course, Adekunle, who is now very cozy with her, was supporting her, shouting that nobody should talk to anybody anyhow in this house, so nobody is paying anybody. We're all fellow housemates working together to make sure that we win our wager task and stuff. We should stop this attitude of controlling and stuff. And then here was Venita calling him a tyrant and just blasting him and everything. She came back, but then Pere was not done. He kept repeating what he was saying, and she was like, you know what, I'm done with this nonsense. She walked away. Adekunle, who was wearing one of the red caps, transferred the cap to Kidwire, and also walked out as he was shouting and saying people should respect themselves, they should do everything, blah blah blah. At this point, CeeC was telling him that he should stop siding one person. Instead, he should try to settle the case amicably. Venita had already gone upstairs that she was done with this nonsense. Everybody should have a good night. If she starts saying the kind of things that she knows about Pere that nobody knows in this house, he's going to regret himself. He's been a controlling, evil man and all the 9 yards and stuff. I was like, these guys, what is your problem? Can't you guys just have one night, 2 days, 3 days, or a week of no trouble? The celebrity mentality has gotten into your heads that it is so terrible. And honestly, I think this time, if they actually fail their wager task, they deserve it.